Hey everyone, this is Ronnie coming to you today with a video. And we're going to talk about what we sold last week. Last week was, believe it or not, pretty average week. Nothing like crazy out of the way special. But with that being said, get back over here. We did have some sales. We actually had a lot of sales. We had 37 sales, which is pretty decent for $2,226.51. So it was a good average. It was up. Figure the week before that we did 29 sales for $23.62 and 33 cents. But it was like pretty pretty interesting how that changes. Trying to find where the chat is. All right, here we go. I got this now. So I'm going to talk about just a few different things. So haven't had really too many returns lately, which is a good thing. I do get a lot of people asking about returns, and we do free returns, and I've done it probably every bit of like 8-9 months since they first advertised it, and we haven't really seen any change whatsoever. Really haven't. I mean, maybe we're up 0.5%, but not really too crazy. And another thing I'll touch on before I get into our sales is we did a video on the Web Interpret talking about how we use that to get ourselves more international sales over the week, and it's really been working good. And somebody said that, is there any way to change the fees so you're not getting hit with like, extra 3, 4, 5% in fees? And really, we make that back when we ship the item, because if you ship an item first class, international, even priority, you're making between 2 to as much as like 10, 12 bucks on some of the heavier items. So it covers the fees whatsoever. So I'm not worried about fees because we make it back on the shipping end of it. Almost all the countries we ship to have tracking, so nothing gets lost ever. So that's about it. See you guys in the chat. What's up, Thrift Mine and New Hampshire guy? Bunch of New England people in the build. Very nice. Got some people from Wales, New York City. I'm liking this chat today. This is my kind of chat. But what's up, everybody? Thrift Mine, all you guys, the Celtic traders. But back to the thing. So I mean, so far this month, for the month. So for the month, we're at the 14th. 14th? What's today? 15th. So I'm going back to yesterday because I can't count today because today's not over yet. So we're at 66 sales. We're almost right on pace for what we did last month, was 145 sales. But our pace of money is down because last month we were averaging, I think we averaged just about $80 a sale. This month is a little bit different. So we're at 45.88.84 through 14 days, which is 327.77 a day. Not really that bad. So we're on pace just for under 10,000, 98.33. So we're doing pretty good on that aspect. I mean, I thought maybe I'd do a little better, but between taxes and dealing with some other things and dealing with a lot of local sales and all that kind of stuff is like a little chaotic. And I have to clean up. We have to do some organization around the house because we are having some family members come next month. So I kind of have to rearrange my room next for my eBay room. And it's like, what am I doing? That's my room. So our best day was the 12th. We had 9 items sold for $644.34. And then another good day was the 10th. We sold 5 items for $475. Really, the really shitty day was the 8th. We sold 2 items for $90. That day was, you get those days. At least it wasn't a goose egg. We had one of those last month, and it's like, really? And it's kind of crazy. You do 11,000 in sales, and you have a goose egg one day. I think we actually had 3 days under 100, which was crazy. But I did get the list last week. On the 9th, I listed 2 things. On the 10th, I listed 38 things. And on the 11th, I did list 3 things. So we did get, what's that, 43 listings for around, give or take, 4,500. But, you know, we run sales and take offers occasionally. So, I mean, maybe $3,500 of stuff listed, 38, somewhere, I don't know. The math, you know, 20% off, probably about 35, 36. So I'm going to get into, show you some of the sales we had, but our average sale actually this month is down. I sold a lot of smalls last week in that like 25 to 40 range, which I put our sales down. Our sales average so far for this month is 69.53. I like the 69 number, but not when it comes to my sales. But we'll do a screen share here, and I'll show you 10 different things. Some of them are bad. Oh, there was like 1 or 2 bad things, and then there's some are good. And I'll talk about some of how long some of these things take to sale, and I'll try to make it quick. Let me see here. All right, here we go. This was the first thing we sold, was a Hickey Freeman suit. This was why am I starting at the most expensive thing? We'll start with this. I bought 3 pairs of these a good long time ago. They had to be, I don't know. We went to New Hampshire. We were actually in New Hampshire at this point when we bought these shoes. And I bought 3 pairs of these Adidas F10 soccer cleats. And what I did, I didn't, for whatever reason, I didn't look on the side of the box that F10. I looked on the shoes, and if you notice, the shoes say F50. But really confusing. I was looking up F50, seeing they were selling pretty good. I paid $15, bought only 3 pairs. I would have bought more if they had more. That's the sad part. But I was happy to get rid of these things. But what's weird was we had these for a long time. I sold one of these about 3 weeks ago, and then we sold one last week, and then we sold one this week. Really odd. I'm not sure what that's all about. See if everybody can see the chat. Okay. Yeah, looks like the chat is going. All right. This was the first time I picked up this brand. I found this brand, and it's James Purse, I guess. Has these weird, odd sizes, like size 4 is extra large. But that's the tag right there. And this was like a linen and, yeah, cotton, linen, and Rainham blend. Nice design, I thought, in a way. Nice colors and everything like that. I think I paid $8 for this shirt, and we sold it for $47.99. And this shirt sold pretty quickly. We listed that on the 10th, and this sold on the 12th. So this was only listed 2 days, and it sold. So that was pretty good. Like that. This is a Peter Millar cashmere V-neck sweater. Paid like $10 for this because it was cashmere. Anything marked up with cashmere is marked up usually. But it was a nice color and everything. Pretty. This is when I started taking pictures again. This picture was kind of sucky. But I got $55.99 for it plus shipping. And yeah, I probably had this listed like 2-3 months. This is a Tommy Bahama shirt. Picked a bunch of larger Tommy Bahama stuff up from a Savers probably about a month ago, and this one I paid probably around $12 or so, $10-12, somewhere in that range. Had a 20% off. There's a few different things we got, and some things were they had some shirts priced at like, I bought one, it was like $9.99, another one was $14.99, another one was like $12.99. Then they had a bunch like $20.99, $29.99. It was really odd how they had the pricing, but I picked up some of the small ones. These were 4 extra big, and they were polo shirts. I picked up a t-shirt also. A t-shirt sold. I think I got one more polo, but this sold for full price, $69.99 plus 4 shipping. And like I said, I was into this for like 10 or 12 bucks, and it sold in probably about a month's time. This is a Levi's. This is the vintage Levi's vintage clothing line they have, LVC. This is like a, throwback to one of their older shirts. made in Romania, size small. I have probably, this is the one who's new without tags, but I have about 6 or 7 with tags. I paid $5 a piece for these shirts, and yeah, that's it. I got them at a store on clearance, and they've been this is the first one to sell. So I had these probably 2 months now. Got $70 for it, plus took an offer, $70 for to ship. So I'm in profit on all of them now. This is a Nike Air Jordan 6 cleats, the Oreo edition. I paid too much for these. I think I paid like $25 for these. These were at a thrift store, and they were new without box. I listed them new with defects. Just I don't know. I don't want to get any issues or anything like that, but they were new condition, no issues. I've seen a lot of people pick these up at like Ross and Marshalls and stuff like that, but I don't come across them. I've been to a few of those stores, but we sold it for $87.99 plus 10 shipping, and they've been listed a little while. They've been listed probably 3 months or so. This is a vintage. It's gray and brown, no name, 3-piece like tweed, heavy tweed suit, and just there's no name to it. No, it's unbranded, but I liked it. I thought it would sell well. I was into this for $5, and this sold for about $100. Sold with the Web Interpret app, and this sold to somebody in Australia, and they paid about $40 for shipping. And this sold pretty quickly. We listed on the 30th, so it was listed for about 12 days. So I'll take that. This is a Brooks Brothers. This is custom tailored gray shark skin. I don't even know what shark skin is when it comes to a suit, like what kind of fabric it is technically. I've looked it up. I guess I kind of know what it is, but it's hard to explain. But I had this every bit. This is the 3rd time I've sold this suit now. I'm hoping it doesn't come back. I picked this up when we went to New Hampshire. Let me see when I picked this up. I picked this up a while ago. I picked this up. I paid probably like $20 for it when we were in Richmond, and I bought a bunch of suits at one store when we were going down 95. It was last year, November, for Thanksgiving. And we must have bought 10 or 12 suits at this place. This suit, for whatever reason, it sat for like a year, no interest. Then it sold 3 times in the last like 2 months now. It's been returned twice. Hopefully it doesn't come back again. But sold it for $120 plus 10 shipping. And it had like I don't have it. It had like a sheet and extra buttons, extra fabric. Has the order form and everything in the pocket. So this is a J. Peterman. This is new without tag. Still had the buttons sewn on the tag and everything. Had the vent was closed. 42 regular, nothing special. Just a cotton stripe, like regatta style. Something you'd wear boating, this kind of style. And J. Peterman, remember, I think that's these metal buttons, kind of like a blazer. J. Peterman, I think that was like from Elena. I think that was a company in, what was that lady? In Steinfeld, Elaine worked for. And this guy had to have this overnighted. So he paid like $50 to have this shipped overnight to Chicago. You can see right there, the shipping's coming up like $26 because that's what it would have been close to us. But $143.99, I paid like $10 for that. I got that around Christmas time when we were back in New York thrifting. And this was the better sale. The week, $149.99. It's a Hickey Freeman flannel wool chalk line suit, 46 regular. Had working cuffs. They unbuttoned, just regular Hickey Freeman. Kind of like a custom made one. This was made pretty recent, 2011. See the buttons right there. It's a working cuff but that was our better sale of the month. I just picked that up too, probably within the last few weeks, and paid $10 for that, and that sold. See what's going on in the chat. I know I probably missed a few people's because I was preoccupied, but Okay. I'm happy with $68, but I wish it could be a little bit better because I've been in the 75, 80 range for the last couple of months. So, or 69. I forgot what it was. But hey, what's up, RVA Flips? What's going on? Land Shark. I see we had a little friction in there. Little stupid people with their comments. Gotta love them. Gotta love people that troll on your show. Yes. It means you must be doing something right. What's up, Krillin? But if anybody got any questions, I'll answer them, or I gotta fly out. RVA Flips. I will always stop off in Richmond. I actually like Richmond. Richmond's a pretty cool place. At the Rift, I kind of like it. But yeah, I like Richmond. Richmond's actually a pretty good area. I've always had good luck when I go into that area. There's certain thrift stores I like to go to, and that's it. Question: do you have a maximum you pay for a suit? Yes. I mean, it depends. There's a bunch of different factors for that part, but you know, for the most part, probably I mean, I'll pay up. I paid $50, $60 for a suit before, because it's Brioni or Keaton or something higher end, you know, that I know I'm gonna get $300, $400, $500 for it. But a regular, let's say if a suit's going to be under $100, I'm probably not going to want to pay 10 or maybe $15 in the end. You got to remember, suits take a long time to sell. I really don't like to pay up for them too much. Sometimes I'll leave them alone, try to come back on half off day, even though I don't like half off days. Sometimes they'll stick around. Just depends. Or depends if I'm finding a bunch of other things in the store too. Kind of, you know, a few things may sell faster, and you may recover your money pretty quick because suits tend to sell a little slower. But for a used suit from a thrift store, it just depends. But I think I paid $75 for a sport coat once because it was a it was a Burberry 100% cashmere a sport coat, and we had it at a local thrift store for $75, and I was like, I just couldn't leave it. I think I got like $350 for it or something like that. But hey, I would have picked it up again in a heartbeat. Journey for Profits. I love your hustle. Your pieces are unique. My thrift suits suck. Or thrift stores. You meant thrift stuff? Suits. I mean, I go to a lot of stores. Like, I'll go to 10, 12 stores in a day. When I get a little bit better at editing, I'll take you guys along with me, and we can go to 10 thrift stores in a day, 12 thrift stores. But it's the hustle. It's going out there and really busting ass and going to multiple stores. And there's sometimes where I go out and I will not pick up one suit or sport coat all day long, 10 stores. And then there's other times where I just go to that one store and I'll find 5, 6, 7 jackets or 7 suits. Or, you know, the time I found a bunch, like 8 Brioni in 2 days at the same thrift store. It's you never know, but you got to go out there and hustle, or you're not gonna get it. I could never make it happen if I just stayed to our 2 stores. Let me see here. I get freaked out if I spend more than $10. And some people do. I probably average about $10, I think. That's fun, a sale. Krillin, I'd be interested to know what you almost paid $100 for. Was it new? Do you get a lot of repeat buyers? We average probably 5 or 6% resale buyers. So probably like 10 a month, I would think. And I would get that from the GoDaddy bookkeeping out. GoDaddy bookkeeping tells us when I do the bookkeeping, it tells us if we had any repeat buyers and so on and so forth. And you could actually click on it and you could actually see like what items they bought like a few years ago from you. It's actually kind of unique and kind of different and kind of good. And it's good for bookkeeping. That's that time of year right now, bookkeeping. If you see any suits or sport coats made in UK, should I automatically pick them up? I know I pass on many good brands. Just want to know. You really want to almost any suit you find made on Celibate Row, you want to pick up, but you do not want to pick up the brand Celibate Row, if that makes any sense. There's a brand, Seville Row. I think it's how it's pronounced. My UK people are going to be roasting me. But Seville Row is a bunch of different tailors like Anderson and Shepherd, Harry Poole, a lot of good suit designers or bespoke suit makers. They make suits made to order, and suits can cost anywhere from like 4 to 10, 15. The sky's the limit basically with their suits. And a lot of times you have to look in the pockets to figure out if it's made by them, so on and so forth. I found multiple ones over the past years. Sometimes they sell quick, sometimes they sell slow. It just depends because they are tailored to a specific person. So somebody usually has to get a little bit work done and so on and so forth with a suit. So it's a little bit difficult. But you know, it just depends on what brands you find, but there's a lot of good brands to look for. I almost look up anything that's made outside of US. I mean, anything that's made in USA, or sometimes even anything that's made suit-wise in Europe. I'm looking it up because I'm curious. Sometimes it's nothing. I mean, you'll see today's men jackets made in England, made in Italy. They ain't worth shit. Krillin, I think I would have definitely picked that up. I have not found that brand yet. I think I would have dropped 100 if it was no flaws. But pick up any new niches this year? No, not really. I mean, we sell everything and everything. You know what I find my hands on at a thrift store. We sell a lot of it mostly through our one eBay site. We do have another page. I mean, another eBay store. Not an eBay store. It's just an eBay. It's not a store. Just an eBay account that we did sell some stuff on. I haven't sold on that one in a little bit of time now. It's been a while because there's certain things I was running at auctions, and after Pete and after some other YouTubers had issues with running auctions on their main store and people bidding stuff up like Lonnie had with a pair of Converse. And when I'm trying to sell something for a few $1,000s, I do not want to have like issues with people bidding and not paying and because they want to mess with my store or something like that. So, but for the most part, I mean, niches is whatever I find. I mainly cut my teeth and men's clothing, but yard sales will be here and I will be dabbling in everything that makes me money. And then we always have our vintage advertising that we buy and sell and collect more. So, but I love that. When we go on the road, I think I'm going to do a lot more of that. Let me see. How long have you been reselling clothes, and why clothing, not anything else? We sell a lot of everything, like I said, not just clothing, but mostly we live in a nicer area of the country. We live in Cape Cod, which around us there's not too many thrift stores, but we can go to Boston, we can go anywhere in New England, Providence, another pretty good city. And there's a lot of other resellers that I know around us, and we all seem to do good. We all seem to get the same kind of stuff, even up in the people up in Maine. So there's a lot of, I guess, somewhat money around here. So you find people like to dress nice, I guess. So you do find a lot of clothing. So it got me into going to the stores. And since you go into a thrift store, and a thrift store is 90% clothing and 10% whatever. And we just couldn't find electronic. We used to sell electronics. We used to do a lot of Amazon stuff. Still do some Amazon, but not a lot. That's where we got started. I actually got started scanning books. Yeah, no like the scanning books. I quickly passed on that after a while. Um, I remember going to the bins, scanning books where we were at the bins, Goodwill bins in Boston, scanning books all day. Uh, I don't like the bins either. Goodwill outlets, those kind of stores. What time we got? 6:10. I want to come shop. I'm gonna shop everywhere. Starting next year, we shopping everywhere in the U.S. So you'll see us in a town near you. Certain places, I don't think I'm gonna be too long. Um, I'm not too much of a bins person. When we with Justin, when we went to down 95 last year, we went to quite a few places, not knowing that they were Goodwill bins, and it drove me crazy. You pull up and it's like outlet signs everywhere or something. You're like, but because I drove a few miles off the highway and off 95 to get to it, I'd go in and I would look through it because I know we hit the one in Orlando. There's actually two in Orlando. There was one in Tampa by the airport that we went to. We went to one in Orlando. There was one in Savannah that we went to like 2 years before, and it was an outlet. And then there was one in Fredericksburg, I believe. That was really nice, and it had a regular store next to it. And that's actually where I ran into somebody that watched our channel. And I thought that was pretty cool. It happens, but thank God it hasn't happened that often in a while because I never know what to say when somebody runs up to me and they're like, "Hey, I know you," and I'm like, "Do you?" uh, but I'm gonna get going. I gotta make some dinner before I gotta get the wife in a little bit. I gotta get her at 8, not 7, so I gotta have dinner ready. So like, comment, subscribe. Anybody, if you guys have any questions that you guys want to put down below, do it. I'll answer. Oh, I answer your question real quick. Fresh Coast Finds. I do a lot of estate sales. I love estate sales. I haven't done much so far recently because I just haven't seen any that have looked good. Celtics are winning. Are the Celtics winning it all? I hope the Celtics win it all. I think that's the only way we're going to keep Kyrie or at least get to the conference finals. If there was a small stain on the suit pants, would you just close it or just sell the jacket? I would sell it together. And I would talk about it's really hard to sell a suit jacket by itself, unless it's like something really plain or something like that. But see you guys later. Have a good day. Rapid fire questions at the end. See you guys later. If there's anything you guys want me to cover down below, please do. And see you guys later. Have a good day.